On the 20th of June, 60 different players' dreams will come true as they hope to take the next step in their basketball careers by getting drafted into the NBA. For potential prospects that have a surefire chance to hear their name called, the draft can be a very exciting time for them, as they will be seeing what team they will be playing for during their first season in the league. Each year, experts make their predictions about the draft in the order of which the players will be picked. These experts take into account many different factors, such as team needs, age, and salary cap. This year, the projected top 3 draft picks are Zion Williamson of Duke, RJ Barrett of Duke, and Ja Morant of Murray State. All of the experts have been saying these are the top 3 picks for sure, but there's been some argument about who will be drafted and when out of the 3. I had heard a lot from the NBA scouts and experts about what they think, so I decided to get some opinions of NBA fans to see who they think will get drafted and in what order. Do they agree with the projected top 3 picks? Do they have a different opinion? Who do they think has the most upside in this year's draft? We're about to find out. In order, who do you think the top 3 picks in this year's draft are?
Top 3, Zion. I think it's going to be some dude from overseas, and Chris Legs.
Probably Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, and RJ Barrett. Probably Zion, because he's such a physical monster. So.
Number 1's definitely going to be RJ Barrett, 2 Zion Williamson, 3 Cam Reddish. Probably Zion, 100%. He's just like the biggest player, the most athletic. He's got everything, and everyone already loves him. So.
I think Zion will definitely be first, just because of how his resume is looking. He's looking like a really good player. He's looking like what a lot of people say the next LeBron. I think the second pick will probably be Ja Morant, considering I think the Phoenix will probably get the pick, and they really need a point guard. And third, I feel like it's either going to go to, actually I'm going to give it to RJ Barrett, considering he was looking like the first round, like the first pick, like earlier this year. But considering Zion like popped off and became really good, I think that he still will go third. Upside out of the 3, I think that Ja Morant does, considering he's a second-year college player. So I feel like he's gotten more experience with the ball in his hand, and that I think that once he took that extra year in college, he's going to be able to play at a higher level.
You already know.
Go ahead.
The top 3 picks for the draft, Zion Williams. You already know. He be yamming that thing, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to have Taco Fall, because he's just a cheat code. Like, he's a walking cheat code. Like my little ball. Even though he's nowhere near.
I think probably Zion's going to be number 1. Honestly, he probably has the most upside too. I think, in my opinion, he's the most athletic player to ever be in the NBA draft. At number 2, I'd probably get Ja Morant. Just because he has the most skill of anyone in the draft. He's the most fundamentally sound. I would compare him to Luka Doncic of last year in terms of fundamentals. Number 3, I think, is going to be RJ Barrett, just because he's got a lot of size for a guard, and he has a lot of he's pretty NBA ready.
All right, I'd say top 3 for sure. We're starting with Tom Braids. Moving down, I'd have to go with Zion. Just a good overall. I mean, yeah, he's good. I mean, and top 3, I'd say for my 3rd pick, Jamison Smith.
After getting an understanding of what NBA fans think of this year's top 3 picks, it was a lot different from my personal opinions, and those of the experts you see on TV. Why? Is it because we may not be as informed as they are, or because we just like to support who goes to our favorite college? I'm not sure, but what I do know is that each fan I interviewed, whether their top 3 picks were crazy or not, were passionate about the game of basketball. Now that we have seen what the NBA fans of George Mason High School think about the top 3 picks, all we have to do is wait until draft night. Another important factor for those who hope to be drafted is the combine. For some, having good numbers at the combine can make or break their draft stock. At the combine, they give you different tests to see how well you do in each category. Some of these tests include sprinting the length of the court, testing your vertical leap, or how much you can bench press, and much more. These tests give scouts a further look into each player and ultimately helps decide whether or not a team picks you. This draft class has so much potential, and I can't wait for the next generation of talent to make their mark on the NBA. The draft is an exciting time for both players and fans alike. Come draft night, many players will be anxiously waiting for their name to get called and for their dreams to come true.